What's up, YouTube? It's your boy RODSKII, and today we're going to be talking about focusing on the process instead of the progress/profit. And I feel like this is very vital because it's something I used to struggle with, and I want to relate it to y'all, and I talked about this in the previous video, but I think it's important we emphasize this in this video today. So, with all that being said, man, before we even get deeper into the topic of the video, I just want to say I appreciate all the support y'all been giving me on this 75-day challenge that I've been doing. I think we're currently on day 23, 24-ish, somewhere around there. So I appreciate y'all and everything like that. If you're new to this channel, even if you don't want to subscribe right now, just let me get like 6 minutes of your time. And if you're impressed with the video, hit the subscribe button. If you're not, you can go on about your day, man. I appreciate you for staying that long. But just give me an opportunity, and I promise you, your life's gonna be changed by the end of this video. So, with all that being said, I ain't gonna do too much talking. Let's get straight into the topic of the video, and that is focusing on the focusing on the process instead of the progress. I'm studying my words. And if you're new here, one more thing. All my videos are raw and authentic, so it's not going to be, if I mess up a word, it's not going to be too many edits or anything like that. But I love y'all, and let's get straight into the video. So you're probably looking at the title, the thumbnail of the video, and you were like, the process, not the progress, not the profit. Let me explain, right? The profit is very important, what you're doing. Because let's say YouTube, right? A lot of people may be focused on the profit of YouTube, and they're trying to get monetized on YouTube. But what they fail to realize is they don't fall in love with making content for their supporters, and that's why you have people that go ghost on the internet, a lot of cases. That's why you have people that's, they don't really like their supporters for real. Like, you have some just dickheads to their supporters, and that's why I say make sure you fall in love with the process first. And another big thing about it is, like, when you focus on the profit, that's when you start seeing, certain, I ain't gonna say no names, certain influencers, certain YouTubers, streamers, they start scamming their fans, whether that's crypto scams, whether that's just Cash App scams on Instagram and things like that, because they fell in love with the money. And I mean, it's always good to I don't want to say fall in love with the money. It's always good to focus on the money and know how much you want to make off it. But fall in love with the process, really love what you're doing. And that's what anything in life, that's how you prevent burnout in different aspects, You can look at certain athletes, they didn't grind all their way to college, but they never really like basketball or football for real. So when they go to the league, they already got their paycheck. So now they chilling. They ain't really caring too much about like the sport or becoming better at it. They might not even be training like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that they got the money and they focus on the profit, now that they got that, they just stop because they don't love the process. You know what I'm saying? And the process also helps with longevity in whatever you're doing. Like, I'm just speak on YouTube. Like, you loving the fact that you get to make YouTube videos. You loving the fact that you get to talk about certain topics on your YouTube channel that you're passionate about. It's going to take you a far away than somebody than just focus on money. Because I ain't going to say no names, but I ain't going to say it's easy. But, I mean, it's easy for people to just come on here and just rage bait people, clip farm people, just get all these clips and things like that. And not saying that's not important, but like, when you dead ass love this shit, you're gonna go no matter what. Like, that clip farming stuff is in right now, but I don't know where it's gonna go in the last 5 years. It may even go bigger. I don't even know. But one thing I can tell you is when you being yourself and you genuinely love what you're doing, you're gonna be able to, like, the time's not gonna be as hard on you. And that's something I had to realize even with me. Like, with YouTube, it's like, obviously I want to be monetized on YouTube. Obviously, who doesn't? That's one of my goals that I have for the end of this series. But that's not the main reason I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I actually like making videos. Like, I don't think y'all realize, because y'all not in my daily life for real, but like, I love making videos. Like, I can't even put into words how much I love it. Because, like, I'll be on the spot, I'll just come up with an idea, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. And I did it. And it's just be like, man, I just be loving it. You feel me? And I feel like that's really what's kept me to keep going to this point. Because, at YouTube, I'm going to be honest with you, it's been like, I'd say about 3 stints I've been on YouTube where I first got my initial, I don't want to say blow up, but, you know, a little moment where I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. You know, we going up a little bit. I had about 3 stints where I'm like down. And this is one of the stints where I'm down views wise, but I haven't even been thinking about that too much because it's like, I might see a video, it might flop, but it'd be like, okay, I see it flop. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another video. You know, I love making videos. Realistically, if I had the time, I would be dropping y'all. I'd be making y'all like 2 or 3 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, once in the future, when I get to be able to make some time like that, I probably will be dropping that much, you know, of raw, authentic content. But yeah, man, that's really it. Just fall in love with the process instead of the progress or the profit. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long, man. Y'all make sure to go subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you're new. You know, we had that little agreement in the beginning of the video. I hope y'all, you know, stayed this long. It actually was a little bit shorter. I think this, I don't know, it's probably gonna go over 6 minutes, actually. I'm looking at the time, yeah. But I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Y'all go subscribe, follow my Instagram. Link is in the description, man. We got banned on Instagram, so we're trying to build it back up. I'll appreciate y'all. Y'all did that for me. What else I want to tell y'all? Oh yeah, go pray. Go do something good in the world. Go give love to your family, bro. And that's really it, man. But I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. And I'll see y'all folks tomorrow.